Hey, what's going on, family? Thank you for checking out this In the Word snippet. If you like what you hear in this snippet, you can tune into the full In the Word episode by clicking the link below in the description. Thank you, and remember, stay in the Word. Shalom. And I think that this is a topic that really needs to be addressed and that we really need to talk about because when we look today in the church world, a lot of messages that we see, and they're good messages, don't get me wrong. They're dealing with our finance, they're dealing with our purpose. You know, some of us have been called into ministry and God has given all of us visions or some type of purpose. So they deal with us going forward and stepping out. We have motivational messages, messages dealing with relationships, how to keep a strong relationship, how to build a strong relationship, how to mend a broken relationship. So all of these messages are good in themselves. There's nothing wrong with those messages. But I think what we've gotten away from is continually surveying the people, continually asking and finding out, do you know him through his word? Not just do you believe in him. I see you here in service. I see you here listening to my message. But the question is, do you know him for yourself? Not do you know him through what it is that I'm teaching you or that I'm preaching to you, but do you have a relationship with Jesus Christ through his word for yourself? And I want to deal with that today. I want to start in John chapter 8, and I want to see what the Bible and I want to see what Jesus has to say about knowing him through his word, because he is the word. Amen. John chapter 8, and I want to say also that there's going to be a few parts to this because I don't like making these videos long. So please stick with it because I believe that it's going to encourage you. And in the end, when we really get to the climax of it, I think it's really going to challenge you. So please stick with these teachings. I think they will be a blessing to you. But John chapter 8, starting in the verse 30, it says, as he spake these words, don't miss this, as he spake these words, we're dealing with the word, he says, many believed on him. As he spake these words, many believed on him. 31 says, then said Jesus to those Jews which believed on him. So here it lets us know back to back that these people believed on him and they believed in him. But listen to what he says to him. It says, Jesus said to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed. He threw some salt in the game right there. He said, wait a minute, it's just not enough to believe on me. But he says, if you continue in these words that I'm giving you, if you continue in my word, if you continue in these scriptures, then are ye my disciples indeed. Verse 32 goes on to say, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And who is the truth? He is the truth. He's the word. He's the way. He's the truth. He's the life. I mean, he is the truth. So he's saying, listen, if you continue in my word, not only will you become my disciples, but you will begin to know me. You will come to know me. And he says, as you begin to know me, you will be made free. I will make you free. And I think that it's important that we stress that word make. I know a lot of the different translation Bibles say set, but I think it's important that we understand that we need to stress the word make you free. And you might ask why. Well, let's go to John chapter 1 and 3. You don't have to turn there, but listen to what it says. It says, all things were made by him. By who? By the word. And without him was not anything made that was made. So who better to go back to be made over than to go to the one that made you himself? Amen. He is the only one. What he's saying here is, listen, if you truly want to be made over, there's nothing on this earth that can truly make you over, that can truly change you into a new creature, but the one that originally made you. So in other words, you cannot be truly made over unless you allow yourself to be made over by the word, by Jesus Christ himself. Amen. And I think that it is important that we stress that, because how many know he is the manufacturer? We are the product. And this Bible is our manual. This Bible lets us know as the product what we should be doing, what we shouldn't be doing. Amen. Because the Bible is the mind of the manufacturer. This is what he's given us to help us to understand who we are and what it is we're supposed to be doing. And how many know the more that we get into his word, the more we begin to see his dislikes, his likes. Seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness. We begin to understand that righteousness does not define God, but God defines righteousness. In other words, he's right in all his ways. And I don't want to get off into that because I don't have many minutes, amen, on this first video. But listen, let's go on. Verse 33 says, they answer him, we be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, ye shall be made free? Jesus answered them, verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is a servant to sin. He says, and the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the Son abideth ever. If the Son, here's our confirmation that he's talking about himself. He says, if the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed. So we know that one blessing from knowing him, or knowing him through the word, as the word, is that we will no longer be servants to sin. How many know when you're in a relationship with somebody, when you're in a relationship with God, and that relationship, it comes through fellowship. The more that you are with God, it's like being in a relationship with your wife. The more you spend time with your wife, the more you get to know her, the last thing you want to do is hurt her. The last thing you want to do is cheat on her. The last thing you want to do is go outside of that relationship, that fellowship, that marriage. Amen. He says, listen, once you get a hold of me right, we know that it says in John 15, it says, abide in me and I abide in you. In other words, continue in my word and I will continue in you. And how many know that's when he begins to make us free? The Son, who the Son sets free is truly free indeed. But that's one benefit of knowing him through the word, or knowing the word, is because you're going to be set free from sin. You will no longer be a servant.